Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha Allah, Koholimla, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakahakwadash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Hanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And as you can see on the screen right here, there's some shit that's these Germans are into, which I know it's a lot of Israelites that's within that region, because it's not a color thing, because we did run that region at one point. But this is a damn I guess it's called a mettbrotchen burger with raw pork filling. So that's raw pork right there. The scriptures talks about these people, they'll tell you they're Christians and everything, man, but they don't follow any of the law, statutes, and commandments of the scriptures, because it's not hard to not eat pork, other than shit you got to read every damn label. That Esau is dealing with the food. The scriptures talks about we'll eat our food to defile amongst the Gentiles. But, you want to read those, packagings or the ingredients that's on the back. Because sometimes you'll see like beef, sausages and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? You have to look closely, because a lot of the times it'll be in a pork casing, which is very, very fucking sneaky, Esau. And, and the letters be so damn small, you need a fucking microscope to read that shit. But anyway, let's get the law. Because first off, you're not supposed to, the Lord gave us a law against eating blood and fat. And there's nothing good about that damn swine. Let me see how that's worded. It's a lot. Yeah, I know it's in the law. Yep, Leviticus 3:17. It shall be a perpetual statute. So this is ongoing. For your generations throughout all your dwellings, that ye eat neither fat nor blood. Right? So if the shit is raw, of course, and then, fucking swine is fatty anyway. But it's something that the Lord told us not to eat, man. Let's get this. Leviticus 11:7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. In Deuteronomy 14:8 goes a little further. And the swine, because it divideth the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass. And you'll have these our people. Jake will make up any excuse to eat that shit, man. Jake love bacon. Jake love pork chops, pig feet, chitlins, all this shit. And they'll tell you that the law's done away with. The Lord made everything good. What about Peter's vision? When it goes off into, they like to use that. It's a few different scriptures that they like to use. But the Lord changed not, man. The Lord did not all of a sudden say, the laws are done away with. Now you can just go kill, steal, murder, rob people, When you get to asking them that, like, okay, so it's okay for me to kill? Oh, well, no, that you're going too far with. Well, okay, the law's done away with. What if is it okay if I rob your ass right now? Oh, no, well, see, they want you to, well, it's common sense that you wouldn't do that. Well, but that's the law. Anyway, now here's another one, too. Let me see if I can find it. Yep, this one right here in Isaiah. Isaiah 66:17. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination, and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Right? Because that's being compared to a damn mouse. Jake not going to eat no mice sandwich. I bet you that. But you'll eat swine that's in the same category, or, within this particular verse. It's abominable. But you'll fuck that pork chop up. You'll fuck them chitlins up. But I bet you're not about to find a Jake that's going to eat no rat sandwich. Find one of these chicks that's out here with these batting them big ass eyelashes. If they'll eat a rat sandwich and see how they're going to look at you like you crazy as hell. But they'll eat this swine, bro. Anyway, It's just a quick little get into, because this is pretty much, that was it. Somebody just posted this shit, said German terrifying food, mettbrotchen burger with raw pork filling. I finished eating with trepidation. And in the comments, people was like, diarrhea is people not, people not with, these Americans, they'll fuck some pig up, but they not gonna eat that shit raw. Somebody trying to justify this shit. Says it's how the pork is processed. Germany has high standards in making their meat. The U.S. doesn't have as high of a standard. I used to live in Germany and have eaten met. I'm assuming that's how they pronouncing it. With METT. It is an acquired taste, just like steak tartare. Yeah. Well, this is Edomite shit. You Edomites. Matter of fact, that's going off into Esau. Esau, they into stuff like this. Let's go to Genesis 25 and 25. Let me see. Is that what we want? No, I think it's like, this is where Esau sells his birthright. Genesis 25 and 29. And Jacob sowed pottage, and Esau came from the field. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me see. Another translation. I'll read it in the BBE version. Let's see how that reads. And one day Jacob was cooking some soup when Esau came in from the fields in great need of food. And Esau said to Jacob, give me a full meal of that red soup, for I am overcome with need for food. For this reason, he was named Edom. Matter of fact, in the ERV, it says, so Esau said to Jacob, I am weak with hunger. Let me have some of that red soup. That is why people call him red. But when you read it in the KJV, it says, and Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom, because that name Edom goes into red. And Esau is red. He's red himself. But he's, been running throughout the earth lying about being a white man, as if he looks like a glass of milk or some shit. But anyway. Yep, and Jacob says, sell me this day thy birthright. But this is Esau, man. He's very impatient. And the shit that's in pork, man, is just, man. I used to live in the South, man, and to see these fucking things that eat anything, man. This, damn well this is not healthy. And then you eating it raw. Worms and shit, all kinds of shit in that shit. Parasites. Anyway, let me see though. Let's do this real quick. Raw pork filling. God damn, disgusting, bro. Let's see if we can do a web search on this. Well, I never heard of nothing like this before. Yep, it says it's a traditional German sandwich consisting of a bread roll, brotchen, topped with raw minced pork mit. It is typically seasoned with salt, pepper, and raw onions. This dish is popular in Germany, especially in the northern and western regions, often enjoyed as a breakfast item or at gatherings. My goodness gracious. Anyway, and this is the reason why these people need to be ruled over. You won't be eating nothing like that in our kingdom, goddammit. That's for damn sure. Let me see if they got some images of it. Yep, and there you have it. That's disgusting as hell, bro. Now I will say, Jake, I don't think Jake gonna eat no raw pork, man. Jake gonna throw that shit in the skillet. But again, it's not a color thing, because of Jake, we was in them regions, man. We was running them regions. But here go Jake right here. He says, I tried the mettbrotchen. Something look like what appears to be a Jake right here. Yeah, well, hey. Yeah, here go another Jake. That's the same guy. Yeah, Jake. See, you niggas, man. The Lord gonna deal with you, Jakes, man. So Jake, hey, I don't know about here in America. These Americans, they not, these American Jakes, I don't think they're not gonna deal with nothing like that, man. Yep, disgusting. Anyway, not to be, not surprised by it. Esau is he needs to be taken out of power, man. We need out of here, for real. But anyway, I just seen that. I thought it would be interesting to kind of go into it. That's nasty work there. Anyway, and then you'll have a person, when they get all kinds of diseases and shit, and just want you to come visit them in the hospital and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That they done fucked themselves up. Anyway, though, with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwam Yasha'Allah in the Bible ball. Hey, get up. Hey, we don't do the pork, man. The law, statutes, and commandments that we can keep to the best of our ability. It's not hard to not fucking eat pork, man. It's not. It's other choices. It's other things that you can eat. Fish, chicken, turkey. You can eat beef. You want to be, eat it in moderation, so to speak. But this shit right here is not where it's at. Anyway, with that, Kwam Yasha'Allah in the Bible ball.